Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the UMass Minutemen, taking on a team from the ACC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Cuevas. He's escaping the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Great move in the open field. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Ball handed off. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down here for this offense. motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Makes a quick grab. Physical run, breaking tackles. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They can't slow him down. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Heads up. Offense is now operating in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, App State. This quarterback on fire today. So good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. pass offense takes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Powers through. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Back to throw. It's Cuevas. On the run here, lets it go. Accurate throw, catch made near the sideline. He does get the foot down.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The shotgun handoff here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up the zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The defense showing blitz here. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. And he scores. Touchdown, UMass. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He's got it inside the 15. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The App State offense goes back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Look at the pass here on 2nd down. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it. They're able to knock it away.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a football play right there. So this one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. UMass will kick it off to get the second half underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. At the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the UMass offense is back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Rips off a big gain. Lightly tackled at the 46.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. It's Cuevas. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback drops back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Oh, and he breaks free. He's got room to run now. Touchdown, Minutemen. That puts him on top in the second half.
Now, I know that this guy can make plays downfield, but Chris, how about this touchdown on 4th down? They throw it to him short. He not only picks up the first down, but with his wiggle and speed, he takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The outside offense goes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Trying to extend the play. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Send the back in motion. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Handoff here from the shotgun. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And that pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that was lightning fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
Lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Back to pass. It's Cuevas. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. As a design quarterback keeper. Crosses the 45. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly holding penalty there, backs him up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Looking to pass. It's Cuevas. Lets it go. He's got a receiver wide open here. Touchdown, UMass. This offense cannot be stopped. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Pressure is coming. And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push.
Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made. Looking for the goal line. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Championship game, and there is nobody who can cover this guy. What a monster performance by this receiver.
Chris, we're on the biggest stage in college football, and this guy's treating it like he's playing a video game. My gosh, he's got this defense in la-la land out there.
Here we go. This is it. Late in the game, they need this two-point conversion to tie things up and possibly force overtime. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? It's a turnover. At midfield. Now the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Can you believe this? It's a fumble return for 2 points the other way. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The offense starts with excellent field position. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 1st and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Nowhere to run up the middle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. Man, bad call, backfires, and now they got a tough decision here on 4th down.
And this one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. offense goes back on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Got the first down, now looking for more. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Snags a quick throw. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. And it's caught inside the 10. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, App State.
Chris, a really good route here and a nice throw by the quarterback to give them a touchdown to tie this game up. And now we're an extra point away from them taking the lead in the national title.
And now the decision to go for two. Gutsy call by this coach. He wants to win it right here. Makes a quick catch. And he's got it for the two-pointer. What a gamble. What execution. They now lead by one here late in the game. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got it for a big gain. And the timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. To the air, it's Cuevas. He's moving out of the pocket. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. From the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Appalachian State Mountaineers.